I got tatted up last 2 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you get?
I got that ass with a dog and a rose right there. I was covering up something right there. And over here I got them clown faces.
I got them tattoos, look like you broke out working out.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Head over there swole like somebody been fighting.
There you go, my brother.
Work on
I
you.
do that.
Yeah. Last night, shit still swole.
What you coming up on now?
It was a little thing I had on there called Soldier Up. I didn't like it. It was some old. I felt like nigga ain't put no talent in it. You know what I mean? He just did something. So I was like, I'm getting rid of a lot of old shit out of my life. You feel me?
Yeah. Out with the old and with the new, right?
There you go.
Yeah, what time it is, dog? Make a lot of sense to me.
Barbershop Stories Podcast, episode 97. Yeah, 97.
Stay with the hell.
North, South, East, West. Let them know that we the best. Yeah. One of the old goddamn chill movies. Yeah, man. So we got a special guest in the house tonight. You know, we got Salmon No-Nos in there, of course. And we also got
On top with that info for you.
legendary. Some people say internet sensation, but nigga found saved too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going on with that shit. You know, everybody out, man, them niggas just be right on video because they ain't heavy. Look straight up. I done had players around with these jokers all around the country. From here to there to everywhere. In a car. You know, when you hit the plane yet, we got that, we be driving past you. It's a little plane, it's a plane. Listen, she's sitting back there at the table.
Hey.
Old brother, old Mac back there at the table. Sammy No-No. Look at it. Yeah, this at the podium. We doing podcast from a podium. But hey, it's all good. So hey, look, without further ado, we got, don't let me forget, we got K1 on the 1 and 2. And I
Okay,
ain't talking
we
about
now,
DJ,
man.
you know what I'm saying? What's that century hit you by crazy as hell?
Crazy as hell,
Yeah,
man.
that's what it is. Hey, make sure you put it on your platform, man. You know, we appreciate it now. We appreciate it. So now, we're going to go ahead and get it started. We're a little late today, you know, but hey.
Better late than never.
We did it on purpose, man. Episode 97. You know, it don't get no better than 97. So, yeah.
That's a good number.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Yes, sir.
Terry.
Barbershop Stories, the podcast.
Goddamn dad ass. Salmon No-No.
Episode 97, I'm here.
What up?
I'm here in the building.
Yeah, she back there in the back. Terry had took her seat. We had an extra seat right here, and then Terry slid
I
out the way.
believe No did.
Yeah, the only
There was 4 right here. I don't know what happened.
Hey,
what else?
Hey. Nah, y'all good.
At what time it is, man?
Okay. Well, shit, like we said, man, this episode 97. You know, we one of them. We ain't gonna even say podcast. We're gonna say talk show, cause it ain't really no set line of questions. But we do know this. Like Sam always say, we're gonna get to the info. Ain't that hoe gonna be fat?
Yes, sir.
So we just gonna start it off like this here. Some people know this couple as Dad as and Melissa. Some people know him as Terry and Melissa. But nevertheless, you had know him. So I guess we'll start off like this, man. Who is Dad as and Melissa? Who are they? What they stand for? Like, I mean, what they sing, they rap, you know what I mean? Who are they? You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Hey.
for the people that don't know.
I mean, the jack of all trades, master at none. That's the best way I can tell you on that. That is a Melissa, man, are some comedians, some country comedians. Started off 10 years ago, just playing around with it, and through God, it took off. You know what I mean? Showed me something I wasn't expecting for. You know, I was probably in a situation where I was probably looking for, probably being in a movie or something. But, you know, the game done changed with the social media. So, social media done took over everything. So, it ain't like it used to be when it was coming, you know, back when we was kids. When you saw Eddie Murphy and all them guys, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole new era right now. A lot of people are successful doing it, you know. I know we are. So, yeah.
Well, that's what's happening. So I know you said you started off 10 years ago. You weren't really expecting very much out of it. Was comedy something you always did?
Oh, hell no. I mean, comedy, I always was considered as a class clown. Melissa has too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can see. I never said I wanted to be a comedian. I never said that. You know that our fans made us comedians. You know, anybody can do a skit. You know what I mean? But when you trying to do that stand up, you know yourself, that's a whole nother level.
All right, so now I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm sure a lot of people who watching it that do comedy, do sketch, and do videos too, they probably get faced with some of these similar questions. All right, when you came in and like, hey man, we just shooting skits, fucking off, you know what I'm saying, having fun, seeing the views go up, you know, boom, little popularity. But how was it when the first person called and said, we want y'all to do a show? How did you prepare for that, considering you wasn't, I guess, in the lane of a straight up comedian?
Well, the first person to call, I can remember, it was somebody called from Valdosta, Georgia. I was still had my job then. But he called and was like, hey, bro, you do stand up, you know? And I was like, I hesitated, but I ended up saying, yeah. So that's why I think the show didn't get booked.
So he heard the tremble in your voice, like, shit. And
You
fuck
know,
up my 3
I know, right? So, you know, after that, you know, the next person called and they wanted me to open up for Country Wayne. And I was amazed by that because I only been doing comedy. I only been doing comedy, 2 months? And for somebody to call me and say, hey man, you'll open up for Country Wayne, we can't pay you, but we'll get you a room. You know, at the time I had a job, so I was just happy to be on the show.
Was this 10 years ago? Like,
this was 10 years ago.
Okay.
It was 10 years ago. Yes, sir.
So you 2 months in.
I was 2 months in. Well, what happened, after we was in it for like a month, I dropped a video called Grilled Cheese. Well, the name of the video the name of it was When You Work 16 Hours and Your Wife Cooked For You.
Okay. That's what I was gonna ask. Was it a sketch? Or?
Yeah, it was a skit. It was a skit, and it was one of them skits that I didn't think of it at all. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you sit and think about what you need to do or whatever. It was a skit. I had just got off work. We hadn't dropped nothing in about 2 days, so I was like, baby, let's drop this. You know, because actually I did walk in the house and she said she cooked for me and it wasn't there but a damn grilled cheese. So I said, we need to make this out of video. So, but we did that video skit and it took off. It took off, man. I'm talking about overnight. I woke up that next morning. Come on. Yeah. I woke up that next morning. That's my partner right there. And
what's happening, man?
I woke up that next morning and I was a celebrity.
Damn.
A grilled cheese sandwich.
Off a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh man.
You know. So yeah, it was good.
But I think that's how it happened now. Like I said, just most people who try real hard don't never get what they looking for.
Exactly.
It be the shit that just be like, man, drop that shit.
It be the simplest shit, man.
Yeah.
That, you know, that take off for you. You know, and that's what it happened. I wasn't expecting this. You know, like I said, I was just messing around. I saw other people doing it. You know, Country Wayne, Cortez Washington, all those cats I saw doing it. So I was like, you know, I can do this.
Almost like if you start thinking too
Well,
much.
what it was, every time, okay, around that same time, me and my wife probably had been together about a year before we started doing comedy together. So around that time, you know, when I met my wife and we would go out of town, you know, at your family gatherings, and people would be laughing, our family laughing at us, and we ain't even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
My cousin asked me, hey man, come ride to the store, let's go get some beer. Melissa like, oh, you ain't tell me, you ain't ask me, could you go? I'm like, I ain't gotta ask you a goddamn thing.
Oh, yes, you do.
So and it took off. You know, I was like, wait a minute, they laughing like I'm all like, hey man, I could be getting paid for this shit. What's happening? Oh yeah. I like that. I like that. Look at Melissa. Oh.
All right.
Shout out to the 97th episode.
Right.
Man.
So yeah, that's how that went down.
Everybody just laughing off y'all interacting with each other.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
that
even
social
trying
media.
to be funny.
It was, I mean, now, today, it's different than when we started. You didn't have all these rules and regulations going on with the sites. Now, so many rules, man. You got to watch what you say and anything to make some money.
So let me ask you this. Now I know you said it was a minute before you and Melissa, started getting into it. So when you first got into it, did she enter the world of comedy with you from the start, or was she hesitant to be like,
Yeah, she was very hesitant.
You were hesitant, Melissa?
Yeah.
What you
I
hesitant
told
for?
you didn't put me on that thing, bury me.
Yeah, for probably about 2 years. For about 2
I
years,
just stayed
man.
behind the scenes.
She was just in the background. She would never get on the camera,
Until
She,
somebody
Was her
kept
voice
saying-
heard?
yeah, her
Yeah.
voice was heard.
Her voice was
Yeah,
heard,
but
okay.
it was a mystery. Like, man, I want to see who
Like,
behind that.
Okay,
You
all right.
hear me?
It was one of them things.
Yeah, I wish I would have held it off. We'd probably be more famous than we are now.
Everybody be still looking
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
who she
like
is.
who it,
Kind of like nigga
Is that
off
what
what that
Oh,
show
Tim
was?
Two-Man
Tim
Taylor.
Two-Man
Yeah,
Taylor
but
Talking
just
from the
put-
gate.
Have his face over the gate. Yeah. So that Melissa, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Nah, that wasn't even Melissa because she wouldn't put no face on the
Nothing.
game.
Ain't a half a face.
So yeah, man.
But I can see that though, man, because like comedy, I tell anybody who acts just in a being honest thing is that's probably one of the toughest things to do. And when I say tough, not hard, but it's like you can have 5 shows in a weekend, murder the first one. There's a whole nother set of people on the second.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like it ain't, it's a challenging thing. So I can say I'm a little like shit, but when you get that first piece of laughter,
Yeah,
that shit changes you.
I
Man.
mean, a less crowd is harder to make laugh than a full house. You know what I'm saying? Because those 10 or 15 people there, they don't even want nobody to see them laugh. Because it ain't nobody there, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just like they just stare at you most of the time. You be saying the funniest shit you know. They might smile at you or something. It's just comedy, man.
But the beautiful thing about it, you do have them 15 motherfuckers laughing. You the shit to the third pile. Goddamn.
Yeah,
You have a different level
yeah.
of energy then, cause
Yeah, well,
that's some hard
I'm gonna
shit
tell
to
you
do.
something about me, man. I noticed something about me when it's less crowd. The show is off early.
Yeah.
I mean, cause I'm so close to just giving you your money back. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it was some reason. If one show was packed out and the other show is medium, small, it's a promotion trigger went down. You feel me? I like a lot of promoters, man. They think we got the fan base and we got all the followers, but you got to understand, all those followers is not just in one city. You know what I'm saying? I got folks all in goddamn China watching. You know what I mean? So
Oh shit! Don't tell everybody to this side. Don't tell everybody this side.
yeah. So you think about it, man. We can only do so much, but some promoters want you to talk about a show every day. But
that's almost
when they
impossible.
do that just tells you that they're not doing anything. They're not doing the leg work for the show. Everybody's just trying to run it off. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't care who you are. If you got something going on in comedy, and you trying to get a packed house, man, do the leg work, man. You just don't know how many people that don't know you will come support you just to, you know what I'm saying?
If they know about it.
Exactly. If they just only knew about it.
Yeah, we
So-
get that a lot. A lot of folks say, y'all was here. I didn't even know it.
Right?
Yeah.
I think you
A
just
lot
said.
of people tell us that.
I think you just said it earlier too. You're in this internet era, so people notice. Okay, like you said, Country Wayne, y'all,
Yeah.
people who in that line, and you jump out there and try to bring them. You see, it can create a lot of overnight successes as well as overnight promoters too.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you got a lot of people jumping in the business that don't understand. You got to invest such and such amount in promotion.
Yeah.
After you invest such and such amount on a show, it's a percentage of that budget got to go towards promotion.
Yeah.
So just because you got these overnight successes and you see them on your phone, okay, you see they got this many likes, this many looks, don't mean you don't have to get out there and still do that leg work because what I'm
Hell
saying.
no, you still got to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you got followers like Country Wayne. Now, Country Wayne probably ain't got to do no leg work. I mean, he up to what, 10 million or something like that or whatever.
That's pretty deep.
Well, it ain't working to be sponsored ass, TV,
Yeah, but
radio.
work is always required.
Exactly.
I feel like, you know what I mean. That's just what I call it is securing the bag. When you leg work, you got everywhere, motherfucker. Look, you got flyers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know about your show. You know, so yeah.
But would you agree that just because a person has the budget to bring you, don't mean they know the first thing about promotion, though?
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of people do.
Well, you know, if you're in that situation, you shouldn't be doing no show. I don't care how much money you got.
But you gotta remember too how it go. You got somebody, male or female, that got the bag, right? Man, you can get Terry Melissa for this price, cause I'm telling you, see, look, you give them this, nigga, 400 people at $400, that's 16,000. I'm telling you this, but they ain't calculated.
Exactly.
Doing all the quick math.
Exactly.
Yeah, the quick math
Yeah.
sounds so good, but what if it only had 200? What if you overspending radio? Because people will beat you if they know you don't know, because they can hear it. They know that you don't know what you're talking
Believe
about.
me,
By your lingo.
I done got beat. You know what I mean?
know.
I know niggas done built houses off me. You feel me? Just because they knew. All I knew was to go and entertain.
Yeah. But see, but to me though, Terry, that's kind of like, that's like the good, bad, and ugly of the game. Because it's almost like, all right, I don't know what I got, right? So a nigga call me and say, man, I like what you do. Let me give you $1,500 in a hotel room. Really, you still won. Because it had to start at some point.
Yeah.
Nigga wasn't going to start off with 10 bands.
You
know what I'm saying?
I
So it's
remember
like-
my price was $1,500.
Yeah, but when you think about it though, like you think about what you see online. Somebody drop a video, get 2 views in a month. And I ain't saying that bad about them, it just ain't caught for them yet. But imagine somebody call them and say, hey man, I seen the video, man, when you was eating the shrimp. You know what I'm saying? I left the tail on it, bro. What you want for a show? Man, we'll give you 2,000 in the room, man. Shit.
Yeah, take it.
Now, even if they see 1,000 people there, they ain't thought nothing about what the worth was. You got to do a few of them shows before you realize that, hold up, dog. My price for shit, I got to get 5,000.
Exactly.
You know, it takes,
Exactly.
because right now you kind of overwhelmed. Because like you said, most people don't expect to get online and then end up with 200,000-300,000, few million folks screaming their name.
Well, you know me, I charge my prices. I always charge, prices based on my followers. You feel me? A lot of people then call me 2 years. Man, you remember I talked to you 2 years? Hell no, I don't remember you from 2 years ago, nigga. But anyway, what's happening? Well, you gave me a price back then. Why does you think that's still the same? Nigga, this ain't Dollar General. I mean, that's how I am,
Them motherfuckers ain't the same. Shit ain't a dollar no more.
Yeah, but that people expect that, just because they didn't caught you at when your price was low, they think they can still get you for that same price. But it don't work like that,
Should have brought you back then.
Exactly.
Back then, they want me. Now
I mean,
all
one
on.
time I can remember.
Mike Jones said.
Hey, all day. Hey, look, I can remember one time, me and my wife were traveling. We had it was before coronavirus and all that. But me and my wife was traveling, and this dude been bugging me about a show, man, for so long. And he was always talking about 1,500. So I was like, I had 2 shows in Atlanta that weekend. He was in some parts of Georgia. And he said, man, I see you, man. You got 2 shows going. Let me give you this 1,500. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, all right, man. I'll pick up that, I get to the show, my nigga. It's 800 people there. Boy, I said, never again.
They already done agreed to it.
And then I walked in the room with all the money on the table, you know what I mean? Me being me, and my wife went with me. Because I felt like I got fucked, you feel me? For real.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you agree.
So I agree.
Because you could have told him, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I want to fuck with you, but I got to get 4 bands, man. He would have he probably would have still done it. Because you got to remember, too, if a person trying to make money, that's their whole mindset.
Yeah, but you don't shit on niggas, man.
Well, you don't supposed
Feel
to.
me?
But
Especially
see,
if that guy bringing you the bread,
But the only person who feel that way is niggas who good niggas.
I guess.
There's some
I
niggas
guess
around that
that's
whole
what you
ain't
wanna
shit to
call
the
it.
third power, man. They just really just accept that I'm this kind of nigga, and that's how
Well,
they live.
it make you tougher. I tell you that, it makes you tougher. on you know, bookings and shit. Once you experience something like that once, it's hardly ever gonna come back around to you again like that, because you already got your guards up. Like anybody that say 1,500, you already pissed at the last 1,500, so you like, hell no. You know what I mean? You crazy as hell, ain't it? Yeah. So.
Let me ask you this. There's a lot of people on there on social media, they go probably a whole year, get discouraged of their followers and everything. Approximately how long did it take you from your first video to get at least a million?
Well, I started out with a page called Comedian Dad Ass. I'm just running a little example for you. I started out with a page called Comedian Dad Ass. And I was being blessed, man. But you know, I don't know the social media game. So somebody contacted me one day and say, hey, man, you want to make $700 a day? So I'm like, yeah, you know, let's do it. But my instincts, I should have caught on, because being the person that I am, he was taking me kind of fast on how to do this and how to do this, but it was all computer work. And I wasn't used to that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, cuz, slow down. I was this close to saying, man, I'm good. But I fuck around and hit a button and it went through, and then he was like, yeah, do this, do that, do this. So I'm doing everything he telling me to do. He's like, all right, bet. The phone hung up. I'm like, damn. I'm trying to call him back. You know, all of a sudden I start saying on my stream, did you just log in? Did you just log in? I'm hitting no. But he done got in and changed my whole damn password. And I get another notification from my email address saying you no longer own Comedian Dad Ass page. I had my wife on the page. She was no longer an admin on the page as well. We lost our rights to the page. Then they started posting clickbaits to the page. I was out of the page probably about 4 months. It hurted me pretty bad because I had a lot of shows at the time and I couldn't tell nobody about them because I didn't have a page. So I can remember, man, I'm telling you, man, when that happened, I felt like somebody had shot me in the fucking head, man. I'm gonna just be honest with you. When I lost access to my page, brother, 'cause that was at the time that was the only page that I had, you know. And
you had built the following on.
yeah, that was the biggest following page. I ain't had no other pages. I ain't feel like I needed other pages. But after that happened, I immediately created another page, you know, because I had got discouraged. I was like, man, niggas just came and take my page like that, man. I don't even want to do this shit no more, you know. But after listening to my wife, and she saying, well, Terry, you know you did it to yourself by dealing with people that you don't know. And that was true. I think those words right there was the words that made me get up and say, fuck that. Nah, I created 10 pages and all of them got numbers now. So I said, well, nobody never get me again like that, because I done caught on more and I done seen other people's stories and they done lost pages. I know some people that lost pages, man, called me crying. Man, there's anything that you can do for me, man. I'm telling you, man, that's how I pay my bills. You know.
Let me ask you, because I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, out of the loop on that. Okay. What can they actually do with your page after, you know what I'm saying?
What can they do?
After Unite, I know you're saying that the page monetized is already generating stuff, but after so long and they don't have your presence.
Well, thank God.
What can they actually do?
First of all,
after so long.
First of all,
yeah.
When that happened, it wasn't no monetization on no page. Only monetization it was YouTube.
Yeah, so it wasn't.
Facebook wasn't paying then. Okay. They weren't paying. I was making my money off the shows.
Okay.
If I was doing viral videos, I kept shows booked.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
And it was off of that page.
It was off of that page.
Okay.
So, you know, but when they started, but like I said, I created another page. That's the page called Terry and Melissa Entertainment. I created that page, and in 7 months, I had 1 million followers. Because a lot of people was mad. They was mad about the page was taken. They was even going on the page in the comments telling folks, hey, man, you know, folk their page back. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, them internet gangsters ain't hearing that. You know.
They didn't get them going on because they want us.
Well, they damaged the page. They damaged the page bad. Okay, I had a show, I never forget, I had a show in South Carolina somewhere, no, Tallberg, North Carolina. And I was bored as hell, man. I had already created my other pages and got them going, you know. And I was just in there, I just went to YouTube. Now I got the computer in the lobby in every hotel, you know. I went down there, logged in my accounts, man, and I said, I'm gonna follow this video. I ended up getting the page back. Just following that video. I got the page back. I was happy as hell, but the page wasn't the same. The page wasn't responding. Once you had no, yes, don't follow, don't, you know what I'm saying? After a lot of that, folks don't know what to, you know what I'm saying? So the page wasn't responding. The page just started back responding probably within the last 6 months. You feel me? So the page is heavily responding, but I still ain't getting no money for it. But it makes me money though. See, if it ain't working through monetization, you got to figure another way to use your followers.
You use that for shows and all.
You can use it for shows. Any video you do on your new pages and share it to your old page. If it ain't making no money or whatever, at least people gonna watch it.
Yeah, at least have it.
You know, push the views up.
So do you think that far as with monetization, do you think it's a formula or do you think it's sheer luck?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think because of course you see so many people that boom, that's running into it, getting monetized, boom, running into it, monetized. Do you think it's like a formula that people have to go by to get monetized? Or do you think it's just kind of like you keep at it, and boom, it just
No. It's requirements.
Mm-hmm.
It's requirements to get monetized. And I'm gonna tell you, like the Terry and Melissa comedy team page. We started that page last year in December. You feel me? That page last month made $4,000. You see what I'm saying? So that just tells you I started the page in December. I started making money off the page in February. So what's that? December, January, that's 3 months.
Yep.
So all you gotta do is have 10,000 followers and your whole page, not just one video, all your videos gotta add up to 600,000 views. You monetized.
In a calendar year, right?
Well, it's gotta be 600,000 views and 600,000 total. And you gotta have 600,000 total in 4 months.
Okay. All right, that's a game for all y'all watching. That's a piece of game that really will cost folks money when they offer classes.
Yeah.
He just told you something, so you want to see it, you got to rewind it. Barbershop Stories Podcast, episode 97. Dad Ass and Melissa is in the building. Tony Mack is in the building. The man with the cool ass glass in the building. Marlon. Herman in the building. Fred Bingo in the building. And K1 in the building. Now back to you, Dad Ass.
How you been?
Back to you,
I like that commercial.
Yeah, man, we have to do that, man. We have to do that. Hey, make sure you follow the latest videos from Dad Ass and Melissa.
Oh, yeah.
And they be everywhere. I'm talking about videos dropping sometime once, twice a day. Part 1, 2s, 3s. So, hey, y'all make sure y'all look for that.
Check it out.
It's everywhere. Yeah, so, and then also, too, now, if you just riding through one of these cities like South Carolina on the 8th or the 9th, Gastonia, North Carolina, July 1st, Indianapolis, Indiana, up at the Silver Sun on the 16th. Shit, if you in Memphis on the 28th, if you in Little Rock on the 27th, you in Jackson, Mississippi on the 29th and the 30th, you can see them live. You can see them live, not just right here on the YouTube and the Facebook, but you can see them live in your city. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned on that.
That's right.
Yep. So what do you see for the next 6 months for Dad Ass and Melissa?
The next 6 months.
Same question to Melissa.
The next 6 months. Probably the next level. I can see the next level. We working really hard right now. And it's non-stop. I mean, I ain't playing with it, man. I mean, coronavirus hit, I stepped back when I should have crunk up. But see, I ain't got all these bills these big guys got. You feel me? These big houses in Atlanta and all these different places, mansions and shit, and they got to keep up. I'm tell you something with that, man. You might see me riding around with my check engine light on. You feel me? I ain't gotta have all that new tires and new cars and new smellings and all that. You feel me? I ain't gotta have all that and still be comfortable. Just my vehicle, our vehicle right now. I promise you, I just saw more new shit on the side of the road when we drove right past them. You know, so yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, in the next 6 months, man, I pray always. You know what I did was, man, I changed a lot of things with the comedy, man. Like I said, when I first started doing this, I was lost. I ain't really know. I just saw a bunch of money, and it was enough money to change a lifestyle. I wasn't stacking.
I just said that can be different, man. Going from, like you said, hey, I'm just working to thousands and thousands of dollars a month.
I'm talking about not even just your monetization. I'm talking about shows and all.
Yeah.
I mean, I had all that coming. I still do now, but I'm saying I wasn't a grown man about it. I was running sloppy. You feel me? I wasn't thinking about tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I said like the old folks say. I wasn't thinking about the rainy days. You feel me? And when shit hit the fan, it showed.
Hey, it can happen.
You know, but the thing about it is learning from it.
Yeah.
If you never learn from it, it'll just be your lifestyle. You know. So I tried to start giving myself to God a lot. You know what I'm saying? Connected with a pastor on a daily basis right now. You know what I mean? And I look at everything that I do now before I do it.
So you done got re-saved?
Well,
You got re-saved?
damn near. Damn near. Damn near. Well, you know, because of my position, now what it is, because of my position being a comedian, like you're going to have to use profanity. You know what I'm saying? Because, shit, profanity, cussing made us famous. You know what I mean? So it's hard to take it completely out. You can slow it down, but it's hard to just take it from me anyway. My wife, she's more better at it, you know. Because she talked to a bunch of people like, you know, they tell her friends, hey, that don't look, you know what I'm saying?
Proper etiquette.
But it pisses me off at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because I be like, don't let these folks call you trying to change shit. You feel me? Shit, I know what need to be changed. How can somebody tell you what need to be changed and they ain't got shit going on? They ain't even in this business. They just telling you what they don't like. You know, you can't tell me it's the business because you're not in the business. You're just telling me how you feel about it.
Tell you what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Yeah, K1 had a question for you.
Go ahead.
I was at the show at the Comedy Club. One of the members out there in the audience said they want you to do a skit from Facebook. My question is, how often do you pull from your skits in your show, your regular show, comedy show?
What do you mean, like?
Like if
how often do I do
where
skits?
do you pull them and put them in your regular?
Oh no, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, my stand up has nothing to do with my skits. I tell people before they even come to the show. I mean, when you come to my comedy show, it's a raw show. You feel me? We don't discriminate on that with words. You know what I'm saying? We go hard. We didn't try to slow that down a little bit with the profanity and all the crazy words, but yeah, you gonna get it. You know.
Yeah, but I think that you know, I hear a lot of people say about profanity now. If somebody say, "Hey, we need this show to be clean," I think that's something different.
That means a lot.
Yeah, if they advertise it that way. But if you saying I'm coming to see these people who I follow on Facebook,
you don't
know
care
what you're gonna get.
You know what you're gonna get.
If you know I do backward cartwheels all the way through the crowd, and I break out doing them hoes, you know what I came for.
Exactly.
I'm a cartwheel specialist. So yeah, man, I think that whatever you are online, I think that's the expectation of people see in public. Because I know having the opportunity to travel with y'all a lot. When y'all do start talking shit to each other on stage,
it's more powerful.
You know how kids get a book read to them, they be like, "Oh shit, did I?" So yeah, I think they, of course, they enjoy the stand up, but I think they really enjoy to see y'all interact.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it. I've tried it several times. I've thought about it. But I think what it is, we've been doing, like when me and Melissa first started doing stand up, we was doing it individually. We just recently started going on stage together.
Mm-hmm.
We was doing it individually, and you know, you're right. I have heard some people in the audience say, I thought they was gonna go at it like they do on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You know, years back, I didn't heard that kind of talk. You know what I mean? But as they were saying that, my shows was being funnier.
Yeah. So what is so on that, when I know you said y'all used to come out separate or y'all came out together, which one do you think worked best? If you
Together.
had, yeah, together.
I think together. I think together.
I would say so. In my opinion.
I mean, it really don't matter because Melissa fire as hell on her stand up and I am too. So it really don't matter. But it's just far as the presentation of it, yes.
Y'all coming out together, I ain't gonna lie, cause even if she don't say shit and she stand there and look at your ass,
Yeah, it's
like a
fun.
disgusted look, that's I'm telling you, all that shit plays into
Yeah.
all that works.
Yeah.
Even if she don't say nothing.
Do y'all still do shows like separate stand-up shows?
No, we
Yeah,
don't do
everything is you
Everything
gotta get
together
the
now.
combo.
Yeah,
you gotta get the whole package.
Oh, you always have had to get the cold package.
Okay, all right.
Feel me?
But when y'all started,
When we started, it was
Okay.
individual. When I started by myself doing stand up.
okay, but see, I thought she just was kind of echoing you and then came
No.
along and y'all formed that.
I'm gonna tell you when my wife, I had been doing stand up about a year, and what made my wife feel like, cause I think stand up was scaring her for a long time. Like she didn't really want to get up there. I could tell she didn't really want to be on stage until we went to a comedy show in Montgomery, and it was women comedians on there. And when she saw that, she was like, "I can do this." She came straight out just like that, like,
She was
"I
inspired.
can do this." You know, confident about it. I was like, "Let's do it."
There you go.
Yeah, and we've been on there since. Well, the cooking show, right now, we're in a situation where we trying to bring the skits back out. Yeah, we trying to bring the skits back out. So I'm still doing a little cooking here and there. I'm not trying to let it die, but you gonna get it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get it to you. Yeah. I'm just getting everything situated. Oh yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this here, Terry. All right. You know, you said 6 months you see yourself being on Dad as and Melissa being on another level, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, you know the bigger you get, more opportunities come your way.
Yeah.
All right. So what if it comes down to, hey, we want a book, just Terry, or hey, we want a book, just Melissa.
It wouldn't be a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
It won't be a problem.
Because you know at some point it's gonna happen.
Even if I'm not on the show or Melissa's not on the show, we at the show.
Okay.
You feel
Well,
me?
y'all here. We want to let you know because
We at the show.
Because some people may ask that. You know
Only
what I'm saying?
reason it'll go down is if one of us saying we don't want to do it like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I think as long as both parties
Long as that money
is
coming in
present,
You goddamn
I
right.
think if both of us present. Now Melissa ain't finna let me goddamn go to Atlanta and go do a show by myself. Like if she's not there, I don't feel that. Nah, cause we like this.
Yeah, I
You
roll
feel
that
me?
team.
You know what I'm saying? If you see her, nigga, you turn your head, you gonna see me. For real.
But she might do a little sneak
To the past.
spot, come in 5-10 seconds while you out there or something, or
No, I'm just
get
saying.
into that on your solo acts.
Yeah.
Melissa pop up on them and talk a little junk with you.
Well, I try to do everything with me and Melissa. I might step out the box every now and then and do some different shit, but I ain't never finna exclude her from nothing.
I hear you, my
You
dog.
feel me? Even if I go do a show, by myself, nigga, I'm coming. She get half of the bag still. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's just how we roll.
So that was up though, cause I watched Unsung. I love to see like the development, how artists went and all that. And on Unsung with the Whispers, you know them niggas with them big old ass mustache that was spinning in the shiny suit.
Yeah.
Them boys have been the longest running group damn near ever. They've been together since like high school. Them niggas like in their 70s and shit. But that's what they said. They said when one of them had problems, relationship problem, financial problem, whatever, he said even if one wasn't there, they still got their cut.
Yeah.
And to watch that, I was like, that's some real shit.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
'Cause they were
mean,
like,
You
they were
heard
like,
that story a lot.
cause they were like shit. They were like, we was up. They were like, now he fucked up on whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
He can't make it because of this. It ain't because he don't want to make it. And they made sure they still got the same cut. I said, nah, that was some of the realest shit. And
Oh,
that
yeah,
made
of
me
course.
really like their music even more behind that shit.
yeah.
Cause I was like, you don't hear too many stories like that where people being 100 with folks no more.
Well, you know, like you just said, if you're in a situation where he can't do because of the voice or because of something, you feel me? My wife, man, you know, me and her just like this, man. You feel me? If I'm not doing comedy, she don't even want to. You saw that. If I at one point in time I had stopped doing comedy, I didn't care about skits no more. You feel me? For real. And my wife said, okay, I ain't gonna do it either. I'm gonna find me something else to do. She started selling bags.
Yeah, damn sure will like. Damn sure will.
You feel me? So it was like, shit, okay, I respect that. You know, so a lot of other folks would have said, shit, I can just take off from comedy right now by myself.
Yeah.
You know.
A lot of people would, but that
Yeah.
loyalty, man, keep you in the game.
But you know, when she started selling bags, don't think that I was all for it. Because I know doing that kind of shit and with the fan base we got, it's a lot of bullshit gonna come with it. It's a lot of headaches and a lot of folks gonna say they ain't got their shit, a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Just cause who they getting it from and how they got it. So what I was saying to my wife, she wasn't hearing it. Because I had been semi let go of the comedy. Like nigga, our checks went from $30,000 a month, nigga, to $1,500. You feel me? What are you saying?
That's a hell of a change.
You know.
Change.
So it was like, okay,
That's a change.
but in order for me to get it back right, I had to show her what I'm telling you. You might not want to hear it, but I'm finna show you in action what I'm talking about. And that's when I crunked back up and took off back with it again. You know.
So, no, I guess I asked you a few more. We ain't gonna hold you all night, but you know we
good?
did want to make sure we got some, you know what I'm saying, the good meat of the stuff. All right, going back to when you first started.
Okay.
Boom, drop a video, grilled cheese, viral. Boom. At what point did you think you needed representation? Whether that's manager, whether that's PR person, whether that's somebody just a spokesman or whatever.
Well, I always had folks in my ear telling me I needed it. More than me telling me I needed it. Because I felt like in order to have a manager or something, you had to be really like Lil Wayne or, you know what I'm saying, somebody heavy, Mike Epps or some shit. You feel me? That's what I thought manager. I mean, I didn't know. But as me learning the business, I understand the reason of management. You know, we famous enough to have managers. You know, have a manager. You know, that's why I choose you. And I done had a lot of guys come to me with this manager shit, you feel me? And it wasn't, I didn't see no manager. I saw me still being the manager. You know, they wasn't booking no shows, none of that. And I saw Beanie. I'm just getting to this story while I'm talking about it. Like I had hit the Birmingham area with the comedy with I did my own first show here. Out there on what used to be Chubby's. I did my first show there.
Over on the north side.
At that first show, I linked up with all the comedians that was up and coming here. Detroit Reed, a lot of people, JP last song, you know what I'm saying? Couple of comedians. But I always, and then folks can tell you right now, I was always hoping that I ran into Beanie Mac for some reason. You feel me? And God just collided right in. I'm talking about, I walked in the room and didn't even know it was Beanie Mac. And he was on one of my shows. When I got there, he was sitting in there. When he said Beanie Mac, I said, you could tell. I said, Beanie Mac? Nigga, I've been looking for you for shit. Shit.
down in Auburn.
In Auburn.
But I'm gonna tell you something to add to that. So hold that story
Okay.
up, right? Chris, that owned Crown of Comedy, he asked me to do a feature spot for Nick Lewis one time.
Okay.
So he was like, Chris, you know, I ain't gonna say the dollar amount, but Chris,
Yeah.
he'll bird feed your ass around the hole like you got a beat now. You got a beat,
It
he'll
all
feed you
depends. It
now.
all depends on who you
But it good. That's what I'm saying, like, cause he had never seen me, right?
Okay.
Somebody was like, man, I think y'all need to link up. So we talked to him. You know how he talk, he like, yeah, man, yeah, you can come on down. You know, I give you something in your pocket. You know,
Yeah, all that
all
shit.
that
Yeah,
7
yeah.
7, all that shit. So I'm like, all right, my nigga. I said, well, I tell you what, I'm gonna take that. Just because I don't know you, you don't know me,
Yeah.
and we'll both break even at
I remember
the
you
end,
telling me
and
that.
you'll see how
Yeah.
it go, right? So I did a couple shows for him, and he like, shit, nigga, you ain't just no regular ass feature now. You actual fucking good comic, and you know what you're talking about. So all right. So he was like, hey man, he was like, is this viral couple coming here? And he was like, and I want you to be that feature, because he was like, honestly, I know a lot of them, but I think you'd be great to feature for him, maybe a great opportunity. So I said, oh, okay, well, Chris, what we talking about? That nigga looked me in the eye, that nigga said, nothing.
Really?
I'm talking about no
Package that show
I'm
was.
gonna tell you, straight no hesitation. That nigga straight up said nothing. I'm like, I said, you bullshit now.
Well, you should have told me that
so,
night.
but watch it. But I'm gonna tell you, that's how it went though. So I had, it'd be hard for me to,
Episode 97.
it'd be hard for me to tell people no sometimes because I
You
know,
don't go
I
that
know.
hard,
Well,
man.
let me tell you now, because I know what opportunity look like.
Okay.
Then, like I said, by me being over 2-decade barber, I'm skilled and I understand money a little bit and I understand the business. So I didn't tell him no, but I'm telling everybody around me, man, fuck Chris. I ain't going to no motherfucking Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm not going. So I ain't tell no customers or shit. I swear to God. Thursday evening, every appointment Friday evening, counsel. Cause I wasn't coming. I was like, man, I ain't going out there for nothing. Fuck Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm talking to you, but I don't mean in the bad way. But I said fuck Chris. So then, all my appointments mysteriously just canceled. Like, hey, can I come tomorrow? Can I come Sunday? Can I? Like, fuck. That nigga called like right after all them niggas count saying, hey man, what's up? You coming through tonight, man? What you gonna do? I'm like, fuck. I bet. And when I went, so I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck these niggas talking about. Fuck them too. Shit, I done rolled out. I was like, man, fuck this shit. But I'm going though, cause I don't like to tell a nigga no, cause sometimes my heart know better, but my mind like to talk shit. So I'm fussing the whole way to Auburn. Nigga, when I pulled up in that little Honda Accord, I pulled up, and every parking spot in that hole was full, nigga, all the way down to the shit on the end of the Chinese. I was like, oh shit. I said, yeah, boy, I walked that whole down. It was like, that shit like Eastside High. I remember when Joe Clark now.
Yeah, in the
niggas in
gym.
that whole down high.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, what you got 7-2 tonight? And it was 2 shows.
Yep.
Then after the show, then we linked up, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm glad I ain't tell the nigga no.
Yeah.
That's why I
exactly.
tell folks
I'm glad you
sometimes-
didn't. I'm glad you didn't tell him no, because I still probably wouldn't. I probably would have ended up running into you, but it was just meant to be that
Yeah,
moment.
I'm telling you, 'cause I had no intention.
Yeah. And I didn't even know you was on the show.
Yeah, that's what I say. He asked me because he was like, bro, I want you to do it. Because he was like, they going to need a good feature.
Okay.
He was like, a lot of good niggas, we know that. But he was like, your style and how you going to do it, he was like, I think this shit going to be perfect. And it worked out.
It worked out.
Because I swear to God.
It worked all the way out.
I swear to God, when I left it, I was driving slow and everything. I was like, I don't want to go.
Because I had got to the point, man, where I was dealing with so many folks, man, so many people telling me they can do this and they can do that. And out of all the folks that I wanted to fuck with wasn't coming to me. But everybody I didn't want to fuck with was coming to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that nigga Beanie, man, that nigga low key out there in Birmingham, he a good dude, man. I heard you doing shows in your spot and everything, but I wasn't the type of nigga to just run up in the hood like that. You feel me? But, you know, I always...
Been all right in Woodlawn.
Cause I was born.
Man.
Let me tell you something. I was born in Birmingham. You feel me?
You come to the
Smithfield.
right place. Okay.
Smithfield. You feel me?
Okay, that was old Felicia from Smithfield.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Felicia.
Cooper Green?
But
The
Cooper
nigga
Green?
Smithfield.
nah, Smithfield Parker High School.
No, Cooper Green Hospital.
Oh, Cooper Green High School. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you said that.
exactly.
Lock it down.
Oh, yeah, yeah, She cool with
Oh yeah, I
that,
can
baby.
remember the first time I said, Melissa, we had a show here. That was probably the first show I booked here. And I said, Melissa, I'm gonna show you where I stayed there probably like for 16, 17 years. And we get over there, man, on my grandma's street. I saw some people that still stay there. Have a lot of people gone because they didn't reconstructed the whole area on the hill. But it was some kings stayed on the last house on the hill, and I never forget. Man, I pulled up in there, and they had heard about I was doing comedy, but I never did see them again until that day.
Mm-hmm.
And we stopped, man. As soon as I got out the damn car, all I could hear was door latches locking.
Me and Cortez.
And this girl, and I'm up
Cortez
there.
was y'all?
Yeah, Cortez was with her. Cortez was scared as hell over
Oh,
this Smithfield.
Cortez with the gold teeth.
With the gun.
You should know why we
Cortez, shout out to Cortez Washington.
So this lady gonna walk out of nowhere. I knew the lady. She said, "Hey, Melissa."
Like she was out of breath. I had to wonder back down. I said, "Hey, how you?" She said, "Hold on for a minute. I've been smoking crack." I let that one.
All I hear, I'm talking
She was 100 though. She was 100.
I'm talking to one of the dudes that when I left around there was his life was like a wreck, and to come back and saw him, he had his own little lawn service with the truck, with the trailer, and I'm so impressed at him, and I'm talking to him, and all I can hear is, "Darren, let's go now. These folks around here smoking crack."
Goddamn.
That was embarrassing, like
She
a.
said, "These folks ain't gonna bother you." I said, "Uh-uh."
So
She
yeah.
came up to that run and scanned me. I thought she was about to die.
Man.
She just had to catch her brother. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
She said, "Ooh, I love y'all. I laugh at y'all." First she said, "Hold a minute. Hold 1 minute. Ooh, I've been smoking crack." Like she been saying, "Oh, I just come from the store."
Like she had to tell somebody. Too
But
much
she said,
information.
"She know she crazy."
So I ain't never tried to take nobody else to the hood, boy.
It can be a very
Don't
peculiar
fool stuff like
place.
that. I'm locking up.
I ain't know you was from. I ain't know you was born in Birmingham.
I was born here. I ain't from here, but I was born here. I
We
probably stayed here. I probably left here when I was 4 years old.
Have we said anything about where y'all preside, where y'all from? Or
No,
I can't remember in the beginning.
we ain't said.
Yeah,
We
man.
just got to talking. Yeah, so I guess you can answer.
No, by way of well. I mean, so where are y'all coming from? What do
I'm-
y'all bring y'all comedy?
I'm
presentation
originally from a place, small town called Wilcox County.
Okay.
Look at him laughing. Look at my this nigga from Wilcox.
We know a few niggas down there in
I'm
Wilcox
from-
County,
yeah,
man.
Well, I'm originally from Monroeville.
She's
Monroeville?
from
Monroeville.
which is 30 miles south of
No,
Wilcox.
it's not 30. It's on up a little higher.
I meant 35.
Almost higher.
But anyway.
Take about 45 minutes.
Well, a few Wilcox County natives down there, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what time
Yeah,
it
but
is.
yeah, I'm from Wilcox, and how I end up back there, I didn't like it, but it was a blessing,
That's what time it is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when they just say everything happen the way it need to happen, man.
Well, you know
Sometimes
me,
we don't
man.
know how we
I
gonna
look
do
at
it.
this, even though we doing the comedy, I like to be relaxed. I like to be in a relaxed environment. I don't like a lot of noise. I don't like a lot of, you come up here and everybody into it with each other. Next door neighbor might be, I don't have to worry about that kind of shit.
If
You
you
know what I'm
into that-
saying? Because my next door neighbor might be a mile from me. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's peace.
that's peace, man. I can come sit in the yard and listen to the birds chirp.
Hey, man, y'all doing so many skits on Facebook. Has anybody ever approached y'all about doing a movie or being in a movie?
Yeah, I had Palmer Williams. Actually, they had sent a deposit for a movie for us to be in one of their films. But Corona hit after that. Well, actually, when they sent the deposit for the movie, then they sent the strips. But somehow I didn't hear from them again till like 6 months. Then it was like, well, we had a lot of stuff we had to change. A lot of people couldn't be in it and all. Now we finna start doing it. Then Corona hit. So dude was like, man, I tell you what, instead of me wasting your time, you just keep that deposit. We ain't gonna do the movie right now. You know, that's the last I heard of it. I'm in a situation where, man, I'm not really worrying about being in a movie. You know what I mean? If I end up in a movie, that's fine. If I end up working with Tyler Perry, that's fine. But for me to sit and wait on them, I'm not.
So would it ever be a situation where you produce your own, or
Exactly.
Or kind of brought the crew together to produce your own?
I mean, I became famous on my own.
Mm.
I don't call it famous. I call it semi-famous. You feel me? I don't
That
feel.
shit goddamn come with a budget, goddamn.
You know what I mean?
Was it regional, national?
I mean, I don't walk around acting
World?
like there's some comedians out there. They really take this shit to the head, man. They stop at every place just to see if they get recognized.
Mm.
I'm not that guy. You feel me? I don't care about the fame. I care about the money. A lot of people say, well, why you a comedian? What you do it for? I do it for, they might say they do it for fun. I don't do it for fun. I do it for revenue. I did it for fun all through school.
Yeah,
It pays the bills. It's about let me tell you something, man. I just started writing skits within the last 2 months. I became semi-famous off the top of my head. Because me and my wife would be riding, whatever we doing. At home, a skit will come through my brain, and I'm like, let's do this right now. And that's how we would do it. For years, we did it like that.
Don't let him get in the shower.
Oh, God. I don't know what it's about my shower at home. If I go in that shower, I'm coming out with 2 or 3 fire skits. That just, yeah.
Do you think it's easier to do sketches, and do comedy, considering that's all you do now? Because you got some people who want to do it, but they may have to go to work at 8 and get off at 5.
You got to find.
Think it's easier because you got the time to do it, and that's like the primary thing that you're saying. Hey, this is what I'm doing to earn revenue.
Well, it don't take much to make a skit. You feel me? If you trying to get monetized, I would suggest is everything that you drop is 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard if you coming out the top of your head, you ain't really no comedian, and you trying to do skits, man. People run into ideas every day, different life situations. You know, you can think of some shit your auntie or uncle did, or some shit and make a skit. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of folks can do skits, and get paid for it. Cooking channels, all that stuff now paying, man. That stuff paying big money. I can remember in a monthly time, my cooking channel would bring in $3,000, a month, just off the cooking.
Just watching a nigga cook.
Just watching a nigga cook, And I was the country cooking. None of my bowls and shit matches, and all my spoons and forks different.
You got all kinds of shit now.
You know what I mean? I'm making mashed potatoes, but I didn't use the goddamn pickle jar. Mashing motherfuckers instead of real mashing.
See, but that's real life shit, though.
Yeah. Just like my partner right there just said, man, well, I'm to the cooking show. That nigga was enjoying them.
Yeah, that nigga cook. Shit.
Yeah, okay, that's why he acted in. He probably learned off a nigga.
Yeah, that's one of the first people I heard talking about y'all besides Benny,
Yeah.
I remember cuz talking about y'all when y'all was doing the cooking show, you know what I'm saying? And and here we are. Years later, y'all still rolling,
Still
man.
rolling, man. Still rolling with it. Still heavy with it.
What time?
Well, they're me and Benny was talking the other day, man, and he said something that made a lot of sense to me. I'm always trying to call. This nigga don't know I be calling him, but it just a lot of times it just be just to get that word from him. Cause he full of encouragement and knowledge. You feel me?
You sorry?
And one thing he said the other day to me, man, it really struck the nerve. Like, I ain't gonna say struck a nerve, but I caught on to it. And damn, my mind just blanking. I forgot what that was. I'm gonna keep that with me and my partner.
Ain't no doubt, man. Hey, we like to recognize everybody that's tuning in with us on Barbershop Stories, man. Keisha, Tiffany, Cedric, Dane, Chris. You know, Tonyo Cook,
Tonyo.
Vel, D. Cook, Derek Cook, William Garrison,
Hey, Derek Cook.
you know, Angela Spencer,
Goddamn
everybody.
War
We appreciate y'all tuning in. Lakeisha Spearman,
That's
Derek
my sister,
Spencer.
Angela Spencer.
Angela
Okay,
Spencer.
yeah. Melvin Stokes, we see y'all, man. Harold Cunningham, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, everything y'all have said, we've taken into account. And hey, it's all gonna come out in conversation, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Barbershop Stories. Back to brother Dad ass sitting here, man.
Yeah, we in here, man. We in here.
And Keisha said she hadn't heard too much about y'all till she came to the show, but she enjoyed the show.
Thank
so,
you,
you know,
thank you.
And she said people will try to run game on you
Yeah.
when they know how hungry you are for something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And that's pertaining to what we were talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? About those managers and promoters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hey, that entertainment thing, man, I'm sure just being out on the road is draining in itself, but mustering up.
Well, the draining really come from time after time after time after time. It's all excitement when you rolling, because you happy for your success.
Yeah.
Then when you get to a show and it's packed out, you really you excited. You got an adrenaline rush.
I don't even know if that feeling can be described.
By the time you get home and unpack, you're packing up for the next move. You know
Exactly.
But you know, Sam, with my limited experience, man, I feel as shows are fun if it's spots you never been to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go
yeah.
to 80 cities in the next 80 weeks, if you got to drive, that shit exciting because you never been.
Exactly.
Now, I think when you start hitting the same spot
Spots,
over and over, that's when it's like, man, shit, man. That's when it's
Especially when you don't see the money that you see the first time.
Yeah,
I got some repeat. But you know what I think about shows that I done been there before? I feel like if they wanted me back, I did something good the first time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Fuck yeah.
You know, and if I got 4 sold out shows when I was here a year ago, and I ain't got but 1 this year, I'm still happy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I enjoyed it. I ain't had to pay for shit. I ain't pay for no gas. I ain't pay for no food. I still end up making me about $1,000, and I'm still good. You know what I'm saying? And what it is, it's what you hold on to, man, when you make it. You feel me? You can go make all the money in the world, bro. If you ain't holding on to that shit, cuz it's a wrap.
You gotta hold on to something.
It's a wrap, bro. And that's one thing Benny said to me a long time ago. He said, man, if you don't put it up, ain't no need of making it. You feel me? And I admit, I was in a situation where I wasn't putting it up. I was, shit, nigga, get paid, nigga, 5-6 G's, nigga. I'm finna go to Foot Locker, nigga. I'm finna go get some jewelry. I'm finna go buy City Trend, nigga.
when it's in your hand.
Yeah, it is. But you know, once you train yourself, if you a nigga that normally had money all the time, new money ain't gonna change it. If you nigga like me worked all your life and then run into a lot of bread at one time, like one time I ran into 56,000. I didn't know how to fucking act.
Well, I mean, most
You
niggas
feel
won't
me?
admit that though.
I ain't know how to act. See,
Most niggas won't admit
I
that.
can remember a couple of times where, shit, I done cussed my old lady out. Like, I don't give a fuck, nigga, I'm making... But I was wrong as hell, you know what I'm saying? So, but it took a man to realize that and straighten it.
Yep. Barbershop Stories, the podcast, episode
Great show.
97. Dad ass,
And
Melissa, and everybody in the building, man. Great combo.
Ain't no doubt.
Well, shit, like I said, I ain't gonna keep it too long, because I know y'all got shit to do. I got shit
Nigga,
to do.
ask some more
Hey,
questions.
hold up before you break it down.
Oh, no, I ain't break it down, but I'm just let them know.
See, Mason said, did the pastor ever get out of jail?
Hell no, we coming up with the new videos for that next week. We're coming up with that next week. You'll see that next week, man. I'm glad y'all watching it, man. We did one today. We dropped one this morning, and it's going viral right now. Melissa thought she was pregnant, and she checked to see if she was pregnant with a mouth thermometer. Shit is going crazy right now on our pages, man. But you know, I want to just thank everybody for watching us, man, and You know what I'm saying? And fucking with us for real, man. That shit different. You know how hard it is to get somebody to follow you, bro?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why people take that shit so light.
It ain't light.
Yeah, you know, because you got to remember, it take a lot to get somebody's attention.
Exactly.
And every day they tuning in like this motherfucker Young and the Restless. That's some real shit, man.
Well, that's how we got our shit now, like some bold and the beautiful shit right now. I mean, people now putting, cause I read, a lot of folks don't read their comments. I read my comments, not when it's going, I come back later, because I want to find out what these folks want to see from me.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to find out what they like about Melissa. I want to find out what they like about Dad Ass. You know what I'm saying? That makes me grow.
Yeah.
You know, you got to pay attention to shit like that.
Yeah.
One time, Felicia said, "Who old ass ringtone that is?" I think she know who shit it was. She heard that motherfucker.
Comedian Felicia.
Yeah, Felicia.
Felicia, what's happening? What's happening,
Old
Felicia?
ass ringtone that is.
Says the nigga with a flip phone.
I salute all the comedians, man, upcoming comedians. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been in this couple of situations where I'd have been in a roast battle one time and lost. Nigga probably thought I'd never say that. But see, stuff like that don't bother me. You feel me? You can roast me all day long. But did you get making the bread from it? You feel me? Did you just gain a lot of people laughs and no money? So what was the purpose? That's how I look at it. Ain't none of my shows got canceled because of your rules. You feel me?
Yeah, that roasting the
Wins
email.
on you lose on battle
You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell a lot of people, they be like, I done got invited to some roast battles that was paying out some money, but I turned them down because I'm in a whole nother lane. Me and my old lady doing comedy. Why would I jump out and do some shit I ain't never did? Now I'm gonna tell you something about a roast battle with me. I'm not a roaster, but I get your ass off me.
Said a 38 shoot too.
Why you stupid?
They got hit with the right one at the right time.
Yeah. And you go to these comedy shows, sometimes you run into, sometimes people are paid to fuck up your show. They pay a nigga to come fuck up your show. And now it's like, do or die. You feel me? Like I said, I always was able to get a nigga off me. Like the roast battle, I did lose. I never forget it. You know who he is in Montgomery. What is his name? DJ George.
DJ George?
Yeah, DJ George. DJ George won. I know he on your page, so he watching.
George, what up, DJ George?
Yeah, he won the roast battle with me. That's all he won though. You feel me? I salute all them guys down there in Montgomery that's doing comedy. DJ George, when we had the roast battle, it was DJ George been doing comedy way before me when we did that roast battle.
DJ George, boy, fill up a room.
It will. and I always said when the first time I met him, he came to our hometown, they had booked them boys down there. I always said, that nigga funny.
Yeah, George,
And when I saw the roast was lining up, I was like, oh shit. What I done got myself into. But it was my show. You feel me? And the thing was, this is how the roast battle started. He was on the show, but it felt like he was trying to take it into his own show. Like they booked him for the headliner. You know what I mean? I'm out there waiting, like I'm getting agitated. So I'm like, God damn, cuz. You know, and it crunk up from there. And he started talking about my clothes and fake Jordans on and all kind of shit. Shit was funny. But my main thing was at the end of the show, nigga, you did all that talking and you still ain't leave with this guap.
Oh, man.
So that I got the last laugh. Shout out to you, DJ George. Keep winning, brother. Shout out to Herb Owens too, man. Rest in peace. I remember an incident. Herb pissed me off one day, man. I ain't gonna lie. I never forget it, man. I just felt good one day, man. We probably like an hour from Montgomery. My grandma said, Terry, I want to go eat at Golden Corral. Closer Corral's an hour away, you know what I mean? So I take my grandma up there. Guess who I see in the Golden Corral? Her on this old lady. Her said, I thought they banned you from Montgomery. I was just wishing that my grandma wasn't there, man. I would have lit his ass. But shout out, man. Hey, rest in peace, Aaron, man. He was a good dude, though, man.
Herbert Owens, yeah, it's good people, man.
Good time, man. I'm sure all that shit was some hell of an experience.
Yeah.
You never know what that coming to bring.
But you know when the roast happened,
Roasting.
they was pushing the roast heavy, like it made me feel like they was trying to really like show the world like we roast this nigga. Y'all love him, but we roast him. But you know what I'm saying? Something I always knew. If I don't say your name, you get no clout over here on my end. So you keep that shit over there on your side, you be alright. I'll be alright. You feel me? But once I go up there and get mad, oh nigga, you mad? Now my fan base finna go see who the hell this is. You feel me? So I never said a nigga name. So I'm straight.
God damn it. The world of a comic.
I'm telling you.
Shit
But them
right-
guys are good guys,
Right
man.
deep, though.
Hey, them guys good guys, man. They funny. D'Anthony Turner, them guys funny, man. Them guys are funny. Anthony Brown, them guys
Love
funny,
the
man. Them, they, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that,
You talking about J.R. Brown.
J.R. Brown, yeah, J.R. Brown.
Shout out to old J.R.
Shout out to J.R. Man, them guys deserve way more. They done put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
You feel me? And but the thing about it is, and I'll say this too. Like I heard DJ George had said one time on my comedy show, the same show the roast night was. Like, where y'all been? Where the fuck y'all be at? We be doing comedy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all be at? And everybody that come see me and Melissa, the thing about it is we on an older fan base. You feel me? It ain't these young cats coming to see them. Them guys, them young girls, young people going to see them. You see what I'm saying? I have walked on a lot of shows and like, God damn, you ain't been out since the 30s, is it? You know, because the way they dressed. You feel me?
In wheelchair, walking.
Yeah, I had people come to my show in wheelchairs, exactly. So it was on that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
When you say that's almost, I know it's all comedy, it's all making people laugh, but when you say that's almost a different draw than just straight up stand up and people coming out to see somebody who's a viral act that okay, you famous for interacting and doing skits and sketches together versus somebody who's famous or known for solo act as far as a comedian. Are those two different lanes, or do you feel like they're two different lanes?
Not really.
All of it is making somebody laugh.
It's all about making somebody laugh,
Yeah.
bro. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Like I said, when we first started the talk show. But anyway, when I first said, when you first start, I mean, if you're a comedian, man, you're a comedian. If you're a skit, you got some guys right now that do skits, and I name one because I'm dad ass. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? You take your boy Jack Boy. E. Willis, Eddie Harris. He ain't no comedian. You feel me? It's a
But
difference.
he got funny shit.
But he got funny skits.
Okay. And that's what I was kind of trying to elaborate toward, because I can just take from our time younger. You can take something like In Living Color versus Eddie Murphy Raw. Those are two different type of presentations. Even though he kind of started off kind of skittish, but it's still a stand-up movie though.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why I said what I just said. It ain't that I'm trying to hate on nobody or nothing. Nigga could be doing more numbers than me. I don't give a fuck. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I have had to cover his ass a couple of times. People that done booked him, he was scared to go. And I'm gonna tell you something. I was booked on a show with him. We was opening up for him. And people probably did that to see what I get pissed off. But as long as you pay me my price I asked for, I don't give a fuck what you
It
put
don't matter
me.
the position.
You feel me? I ain't no fucking, what's old girl name?
No, Monique.
Monique, I don't care about being on headliner. Nigga, give me, at the time it was $4,000. Nigga gave me $4,000. I ain't give a damn where I was, nigga. You feel me? So I had to open up for him. But I did get a little ratchet. You feel me? When I say that, I mean like, okay, nigga, you got to go after me. You ain't gonna want to go after me. That's how I made the show. Me and Melissa got up there. We tore that fucking show up, bruh. When it was time for him to go on the show, he was outside throwing up, talking about he's sick. You feel me? And the dude came to me and said, man, I'll give you another $600 to finish the show. I said, nah, I'll do it for $1,000. And he didn't want to pay the $1,000. I got him my car and left. But they ended up getting him to go up there for 10 minutes.
Hot, man. Yeah, but you know, but what's so funny though, I guess in reference to what Sam was saying about the answer to do you think sketch and stand up fall in the same lane? I personally think that they start off two different lanes, but they end up merging. Because I think that if you get booked enough, even if you want to be a stand-up, the base of people came to see you for what you do. Like Fred over there sitting in the chair. They like Fred sitting in the chair. At some point, he's going to come with some dialogue because he's been doing so many of them, it'll damn near fall in his lap.
Okay.
I think they end up
Turn
merging.
that down.
Yeah, I think they end up merging because, you know, a lot of people started off like, for an example, like, I heard people mention Just Hilarious. I've heard people mention Country Wayne. I heard people mention E. Realist. I heard people mention several that came to shows and they was like, oh my God, the feature and the opener was better. But it wasn't saying that they were so bad, but what it was, they had an expectation of what they saw on the internet, opposed to, because you get some niggas that's raw and stand up at first, it kind of set their mind for that, even though they came to see the headliner. So the headliner came out there and gave 10 minutes of comedy in their sketches. It kind of merged, but I think the longer it happens, you damn near find a lane that merges both of them anyway, because the people came to see you.
Yeah.
So you damn near, you can trip walking on the stage and niggas already laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just can't fuck it up.
Well, I always said it like this, okay, like opening acts. Y'all know about opening acts.
Yeah.
I hate them. I hate them because of one reason. That's not my fan base. Them folks don't know me. I did one opening act in my whole life and never did it again. I'll never forget it. They saw me on social media in Atlanta. At the Atlanta Comedy Theater, they called me. They was like, yo, we want you here. We see you in our city. Can you come and do an opening act tonight? I was like, yeah. Shit was whack as fuck. I got them. I'm talking about my whole set was whack. I ain't gonna lie. I hated it. And it was recorded. I hated it. But guess what? The owner of the fucking same place they were whack at ended up signing me. You know what I mean? Because I said right then, first of all, I said I would never do another opening act. But I also said I would tighten my shit up. You feel me? Then wherever I go, if it came down to that. So with the social media shit going on, it's easier. Because folks that come to see us, they know us. They watch us on a daily basis. There ain't nothing but love in the house when you come to my shows. You feel me? I ain't at a show with a bunch of people that don't know me.
But I tell you this though, Ted, that's beautiful. But boy, the niggas who got the open for you, it's something else when you walking up there. It's something else when you walking up there and they like, well, Terry.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Well, Melissa.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Yeah.
When I get through, we'll go kill her.
I'm gonna tell you an
that's a tough
incident.
job,
I got exactly for that. I'll never forget, man. We in what we was. It was in somewhere in South Carolina, man. This dude booked us. He kept on prolonging us to the show. Like, we ready? We dressed. We at the motel. Shit, like 15 minutes away. Like, I'm gonna call you. But he was letting other niggas get their shine off our people, and it started pissing the people off.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, you won maybe two,
So
but you gotta go and
people
get
started actually getting up, walking out. And he was like, bro, I need you here right now. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I've been calling you the last 30 minutes, bro. You kept telling me, hold on. Then all of a sudden you calling me back, telling me I need to be. So when we pull up in the parking lot, I see people actually coming out. And I'm like, yo, y'all all right? Yeah, I already got my bread, so that's his money. You feel me? And it was like, Terry, we want to see y'all, but they got a lot of bullshit going on in there. You know, so I was like, look, I'm sorry. Come on back in. We here. We finna go up. And they came back in. But them people were so fucking dirty towards us. Even though they booked us, they were still dirty. That's the only promoter I fucking hate in my life that ever booked me. And I don't want to say hate because I'm trying to change the way I think about things. But at the time, for a long time, I really hated that dude, dog. And I'm glad he was that far distance from me. You feel me? Because I'm going to tell you what the niggas did. They made a video of the show and took... The folks weren't laughing at their shit, because the other comedians shit, because they was already pissed off. It was taking too long for us to bring us out. So they took the laughs from my jokes and gave it to them niggas on their jokes.
Damn.
So when I would say something, it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be nothing. It wouldn't be no laughs or nothing. It wouldn't even be a hesitation or nothing. It would just skip to another part.
So they ain't loop the land.
Yeah.
They ain't shadow land.
They-
So, loop them all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but you know, you run into all that shit, man. Been fucking with this comedy shit, man. And I'm pretty sure all the other entertainers too.
Yeah.
Something serious.
Yeah, but you know what, like I said to me, from what I learned by actually producing these shows for a long time, it got to be coordinated right. Mm-hmm. Some of them people that want to be opening ass got to be like, hey, bro, not this one.
Yeah.
We already got 2 open. He's doing 10.
That's pride.
and
Nigga don't want to hurt
he's
their
doing
pride.
15. That's it. Because I done seen people, you give them a little time on the show, you tell them 5 minutes. And I tell them, I'm going to light you at 4. You light them, but it's going good. And they won't stop. But they don't realize if you'd have just done them 4-5 minutes and left, it'd have been easier to book you again.
Yeah.
But when you stay up there too long, you always got to remember, these folks ain't come to see you, man. I don't give a fuck how hard you rocking that hoe.
Exactly.
They ain't come to see you, bro. They came. So they'll take 10, 15 minutes about you. Get your weekend on, man.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't your opportunity to come back, but...
Well, that's just like right now.
You
You
ain't
know,
straight.
we got a nigga up there in North Carolina stealing every motherfucking video we do. And,
It's treason.
you know, and I done worked with this cat before. You feel me? He done been. I never forget it. I can see why he probably is doing this shit because he really pissed off at us. He was on the show. When we walked in, we got there late. So they started the show. The promoter had already called to tell us, I said, man, I'm trying to find somewhere to fucking park. And the same night, I ended up getting my truck towed. Trying to park, you know what I'm saying? Where the shit was, it was just a lot of people everywhere. And I get to the venue, get in the door. This dude on stage that's still in the videos right now. Whatever he was fucking saying, when we walked in the door, we got standing ovation. And I told the promoter, don't take us through the crowd. But he want to see what these folks gonna really, cause this bitch is packed. You feel me? And we go through there, they forget all about what the fuck he's saying. They were like, damn, that's him, I love you, yeah. So I can hear him when they got us out the clear, I can hear him on the microphone. God damn, y'all act like y'all wasn't even up here. And ever since then, I've been having problems from this motherfucker.
Damn.
Don't get mad at me, cause your shit whack, bro. You feel me?
Damn.
Shit.
God damn, the business of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say the game of comedy, the business.
The
of
business of comedy.
I have one last question from you.
Go ahead.
Where'd you get the name Dad at?
Woo!
comedy.
That's a
good
story.
That's a good one, K1.
Well,
good
I'm gonna
question.
tell you, it's easy, it's simple.
Out of tear.
No. I got a cousin, his dad passed away, Emmanuel Hartley. When we was coming up, man, he was always used to call me Dad. That go old dad, you know. Then he'll say shit like, Dad, how many children you got now? Shit like that, you know. We was all like 17, 18, 19. So my whole hometown started. By that time, it started calling me Dad. It was just Dad. You can see I got it tatted, just Dad. But when I started doing comedy, well, before I started doing comedy, I ran into a part of my life like 19, 20 years old where I didn't give a fuck. You feel me? It was like I was on really more of a do or die. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't taking. I was like one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? That didn't take no shit and was always trying to find some shit. You know. So So when people would see me, it went from dad to dad ass. You know, okay, what's your name? Kevin. Like if you that type of person where people like, damn, there he go. So like, damn, they go Kevin ass. They be like, they go Kevin ass.
Yeah.
So they would say they go dad ass.
Yeah.
So when the comedy came, I just took it and said they go dad ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how the dad ass came apart.
Oh, hard head ass.
Yeah. That type, that way. But you know, hey, that was years ago, man. But I done changed from a lot of that wicked shit, man. I promise you.
That sound like a movie there, or a skit called Dad Ass and Bad Ass.
Yeah.
You and Boosie, Dad Ass and Bad Ass. The skit. Do about a 7-part series. That should be hilarious.
Put it together, let's make money.
Yeah. Boosie, I'm gonna hit you up, dog. Hit you up, Boosie.
Boosie said he know who we are, though.
know?
One of my partners built Boosie a dog house. He do custom-made dog houses. And he called me one day and said, man, I'm at Boosie house, man, doing him a dog house, building him a dog house from scratch. You know how he wanted design. And he was like, they doing a new movie. And when I saw them in set, I immediately thought about y'all. And I went to him and told him, hey, man, you ever? He's like, yeah, man, my mama watch them all the time. I'm like, nigga, get in touch with a nigga then. Shit. Let's do it. But yeah, man, it's all good. Actually, I was hosting a show for Boosie one time, man, but rappers and comedians, man, they time frames ain't meeting up with for shit. You know, we was in the middle of damn nowhere. I'll never forget it. And, you know, I got diabetes and shit, man. I'm not the one to stay out to 2, 3 in the morning.
You ain't got diabetes, man. You got sugar. You got
the
sugar, man. You want to fucking wheel coffee. You got no diabetes.
But anyway, they had me on the show hosting Boosie's show. And 12:30 ran around, and it was like, Boosie say he on his way. Kept saying he on his way. So about 1 o'clock in the morning, cause I said I don't give a fuck where Boosie at. I'm finna go back to the room.
Oh yeah,
nigga, I been here since 7:30, nigga. You
feel
me? Then y'all ain't even got no stage. Y'all got a fucking flatbed. It's hot as hell out here with all this hay in the middle of a field. I said, man, I'm done, dog. But Boosie ended up coming by. They say he came like 2:30. 2:30. They say he came by 2:30 in the morning. Who the hell finna be in the middle of the field at 2:30 in the morning, bro?
Oh yeah.
To 5. Fuck.
Boosie came the next day, then.
Literally, you got to sell shit. Yeah.
Right. So but Plies, I opened up for Plies down in Florida, Chattahoochee, Florida. Plies was cool as hell. So every now and then he'll call me. Every night, like he called me probably like been about 3 months ago now. Dad, what's up, Dad? Man, they trying to out this show, man. They had me who I want on the goddamn show. I was shit, get terrible levels out of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we opened up, we had fun, man, with old Plies.
All that shit gonna come to pass this year though.
Oh yeah. One thing I know about Dad Ass and Melissa, dog, we're very known. Gucci Man knows us. We had to do some work for him one time. We did work for Gucci Man when he first got out of prison. And Gucci was told his promoters. I never met Gucci personally. When I had the chance to, that nigga was moving so fast, man. He had just got out of prison. He wasn't hanging around the venues, you feel me? It was like they never cut the truck off. That nigga went out there and did probably like 6, 7 songs. He was back on the truck. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went. But he gave me 5 backstage pass tickets to the show. And I got a chance to meet OG the Juice Man.
OJ.
I got a chance to meet what's that nigga name? I actually tripped on what's the nigga name? Damn, man. You know him too. I heard him they call his name on the radio today too. Old rapper out of Atlanta. Names some old rappers out of Atlanta.
Kilo?
Nah.
Jermaine the Free.
Not Jermaine. You know a nigga ain't met him.
Yeah.
Not T.I. Older than T.I.
Older than T.I. Older than T.I.
He ain't twins or something.
Nah, you
Sean
getting
Lowe?
close. He yell like you ain't twin.
Lil Jon.
Who? Nah, not Lil Jon.
The nigga used to carry the bill can.
Come on, man. What's this nigga name, cuz? Damn. Who? Pastor Troy.
Pastor Troy.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh yeah, we made them out here.
Yeah.
Old suit on.
I roast him at the Gucci Man show. They was laughing. That nigga don't like me to this day. But I was tipsy. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I know. But they had booked a show of him in South Carolina, in Greenville, South Carolina. Got a nice theater up there, man.
I ain't know he from up here.
Yeah. Gucci Man.
Gucci Man left here about 6 months, man. That man don't claim no bird, man. That man
like tears, he left when he was 4. Hey, Gucci Man left at 6 months. But it's the
real. That nigga wasn't even walking yet.
He didn't know he was here.
He still had a big name, man. That man didn't know where he was.
Yeah, for his other celebrities, that's about it. For his celebrities, comedy area. What's that guy name? Damn, I see him every now and then on TV. One of them every now and then niggas. I know. I seen him on Gary page recently.
Every now and then, well, shit, there's a lot of goddamn every now and then.
Yeah, 2022.
Well, I ain't looking for no niggas, but anyway, man. Yeah, that's about it. Me, man, I ain't really into me. It don't matter to me. Like, what's the girl name? Do this? She with us. She do the content too. She act like this church member. What's her name? Real skinny from Atlanta. I think she's from Atlanta. Shirley.
Is it Christine or
Christine? Christine.
It's
Yeah.
one of them. I know you talking about that.
Yeah. Now her, we was on
the
a show with her, and she was more like she didn't want to meet us type shit. You feel me? Her entourage did. They was like, damn. She was like grabbing them, like, come on, let's go. You feel me? So I don't know what that's about. You feel me? I just keep it moving. None of that shit fade me, man. I look for that. That.
But it shouldn't though, because you got to remember though, or consider this. I say that is that a lot of people you meet, I don't care how many followers they got or how pristine they seem online. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand business.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you gotta remember, like some people go from 0 to 100, and they miss 2 all the way to 99.
Right.
So when you meet them, like let's just say a person you see as an Amazon representative, he say the manager, you expect him to do manager shit.
Yeah.
So when we see these people with millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, we expect them to do boss shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of them ain't caught up to the boss shit. They just ended up in a boss situation.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them, I know, like when people I meet, I find myself explaining shit. Like, no, bro, you know you don't do no shit like that. I gave you a whole consultation for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of them don't know. They just ended up, the algorithm worked in their favor.
Come out there and talk to you, they'll get themselves away.
Yeah.
Literally.
That real talk right there. Yeah, but like people might be on here saying something like probably saying like, okay, why he said something about E Realist. I ain't got no beef with E Realist. Me and him, we done had a few words. I had a few words. That nigga wouldn't respond. Cause he had stole one of my videos and redid it. And I'm the type of dude, dog. I don't go on nobody page fucking with nobody content. I make my own, get my shit out the mud. And he redid one of my videos and he tagged me in it. And I felt like that was disrespect. And I went on live. I had like 4,000 people watching me. And I snapped on that nigga, man. I said, nigga, make one more motherfucking video of mine, bro. I promise you gonna see me, cuz. And I ain't playing with you. See, he really is my nigga. Anytime that nigga get into some fire, his old lady, he sent everybody to his old lady. You feel me? I know niggas that had to go to his hometown and get their bread because the nigga wouldn't show up. And they called dad ass to do the show. But, you know, that's just how it is, man. You got niggas like that out here. You feel me? I don't hate on no nigga for what they doing. Okay, he gonna tell me he tried to reach out to me. Well, probably the time you was trying to reach out to me, I was hot as hell. I ain't know who you were and what you were trying to do. You feel me? You can't blame me for that kind of shit. You
But
feel
see,
me?
but that's why I said, man, the internet is one of the most beautiful things that we done experienced probably in our lifetime. But sometimes that shit was running behind a motherfucking cart when the cart's supposed to be behind the running. And that's for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? That shit just, you a nigga who go to work at 8, get off at 4, to 2 million people commenting, calling, texting,
Exactly.
messaging.
Exactly.
Everybody
exactly.
can't handle that shit, dog.
Like folks will get up on my live right now and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, like you don't see me coming. I've been coming. You don't never. Man, this shit is flying. Man, what the hell is you talking about?
Yeah, everybody don't
You know.
understand it, man.
Yeah, man.
It is foul. Like when you really look at it, like a lot of people like to look like they smart.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to say, bro, I really don't know. Could you explain? They'll
Yeah,
rather be like, fuck,
yeah.
nigga, you motherfucking. They'll rather argue to make themselves look better than what the shit really is. So
Yeah.
I can understand it, but it takes a lot of patience to even understand that, though.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
A lot of patience,
I'm gonna
man.
tell you something. If you're a comedian, man, leave the alcohol and all that shit alone until your business is taken care of.
You know that, man.
You know
For
that?
real.
You know that business?
I learned that from Benny. When we
Really?
go on show, Benny don't fuck with nothing.
No.
I be like, Benny, let hit the blood before we go to the show. He like, man, all right, we'll do it when we get there. I was like, I got to do what this nigga say do, because if he don't do it, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, cause, you know, cause I be looking at it like this, man. You know, like I guess I look at it too, cause I started comedy in '95.
Yeah.
I tried it, but then I stopped it, and then I got back in it after I learned the business.
Yeah,
And one thing I saw that plagued niggas was drugs.
yeah.
Now I don't care nothing about what a nigga do in their spare time,
That's
but
just
when you
for
go to somebody giving you 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, them boys have expectation.
Yeah.
Even though they fans of yours and all that, they have an
They
expectation.
tasting of you still.
Because they pounded up the money to say, here go you, but I want to look good in front of my folks. I done told 1,000 people y'all were here.
Yeah, yeah.
So a nigga showing that bitch drunk, high, show up
Yeah,
an hour late.
late,
You
yeah,
make them look like
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, yeah. I'd have
So,
been on
you
some
know what I'm
missions
saying?
like that, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to like hide it. Yeah, I have done it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then I stopped smoking weed for a show because I fucked around and smoked some loud before the fucking show and forgot every goddamn joke I had.
It'll do it.
I'm on stage like don't know which way to go, you feel me? And I was like, this'll never happen again.
Yeah.
And guess when all my jokes came back to me?
When you got
I
out.
was damn near to the motel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll do it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate
Do
it
it.
though,
That's a
man.
good word, man. For the up and coming.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm
What's
saying?
that? What's that?
Hard afterwards.
There you go. There you go. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
got
That's
it.
all you gotta do is wait.
Harder when you get
Wait,
through, man.
yeah. That's what I do now.
Cause one thing that I've noticed, and I heard Steve Harvey say this, so I'm gonna credit it to him, cause I'm a fat nigga. But that nigga said something that I already been feeling when I don't drink smoke for shows. That nigga said, ain't nothing you can do on the side that's gonna beat your God-given
Ooh,
ability.
boy, you said something
When
then.
we said that shit, I was like, damn, that nigga was in my head. But I'm gonna
Yep.
credit to you, Steve, because I seen you say it on video, so you know how that goes.
Ah,
But that was
shout
some
out
real
to
shit.
Steve. That's real shit,
That
though,
was
man.
real
That's
shit.
real
It was like
shit.
your God giving a bit. I don't care how drunk you get, you not gonna beat that raw, straight up
Straight up.
adrenaline.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You do the same set, year, it gets better and better and better.
It's finna be over. Oh,
You
okay.
might be, you know what I'm saying, a little buzz or drunk on that because you already know your shit.
Yeah.
But I know, like me, I'm a consistent. Every now and then I throw a new joke in there, and then even the shit I present, I may say, I'm gonna try this shit this way, and I like for that shit to be 5-5.
Yeah.
So yeah, drinking, smoking, that
Yeah.
shit is obsolete until after
I'm
the
with
show.
that. I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yep. Well, shit, Terry. Melissa, you got something you want to say before we leave?
No, but I really enjoyed myself tonight.
Oh yeah, we appreciate
And
you. Gonna
glad
take
you
y'all
off
had us on. I'm glad you guys invited us to
Yeah,
have
look
us
at that,
on.
look at that. You look good too, though. Look at that. Nigga head look
If
good.
y'all don't know that little head right there, that's our
Oh,
nephew,
man.
T-Mac.
Damn Tony.
You feel me?
Or better like the Italian. Tony. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all coming on Barber
Thank you
Shop
for
Stories,
thank you for having me,
the
man.
podcast episode 97. But before we go, we got to do what I like to call the real road roll call. So if you hear this RRR, the real road roll call. What's some of the shows and events you got coming up that you want to tell the folks? So people all around the country watching this, y'all want to catch them live, he finna tell you where they at.
First of all, you can watch me every morning on the morning show at 9 o'clock every morning, Monday through Fridays. So more like a motivational speaker, inspirational, however you want to call it. I just try to bring a good word. But upcoming shows, we got 2 shows. July 1st, Gastonia, North Carolina.
What up, Shell?
Weekend right after that is Columbia, South Carolina at the Comedy House. We got 4 shows.
8th and the 9th.
8th and the 9th, July 8th and the 9th. Then also we got Indianapolis, Indiana, July 16th. We got them.
All right, what up, Cherie?
We got North Little Rock with LJ Eckers. We're hosting the show for LJ Eckers at the Nut House.
Yep.
July 27th.
Yes, sir.
July 28th, 29th, we will be at Chuckles, and we'll be at both Chuckles in Jackson, Mississippi, and Memphis.
All right.
Memphis ride with us, man. Memphis been showing us a love for a long time. Shout out to Dolph, my nigga. You know, I already know what it is. Get ready for those upcoming shows. Get your tickets right now, man.
That's right. That's right. And he just told y'all August. I mean, he ain't tell you about August. We got August 7th coming up. That's what LJ too.
I could just only do one month
right.
at a time.
I'm just gonna
August
put it on your
12th.
mind. August 12th. See, that made him say it. August 12th, baby.
August 12th, man. The
That's
Crown
right.
of Comedy with Mr. LJ Eckers again. Man, shout out to Mr. LJ Eckers, man. LJ been doing this thing for a long time. If you don't know him, man, just type in LJ Eckers on Facebook, YouTube. Blues singer, man. Very good dude, man. Very good dude. He gave me the opportunity to work with him. All his shows. He booked every weekend for the rest of the year. And I got to book the nigga on a Thursday or Sunday.
On a Wednesday.
You feel me?
On
But
Wednesday.
anyway, man, hey, man, I'm glad to be working with LJ. LJ know how to bring it. He know how to run a show. He know how to control a show. He did everything of a show when he do his shows, man. And I'm just honored to be working with him. I'm also honored to be working with Beanie Mac. Beanie Mac is our manager. If you don't know Beanie Mac is Dad Ass and Melissa manager. Won't that never change with that? It look like it's gonna be some long-term shit. So y'all fuck with us.
This is happening.
Shout out to Pastor Arthur Smith in Wetumpka, Alabama, and First Lady, man. We love y'all, man. And shout out to Art. We love y'all, bro. See y'all tomorrow in the morning.
Hey, that's what's happening. Well, y'all heard it, man. Hey, Dad Ass and Melissa, look for them coming to a city near you soon. Make sure you visit the page, T&M Comedy Team, Terry and Melissa, or Dad Ass. It's content updated daily.
Been.
So you can see the shows, you can see the sketches,
Been.
you can see the videos. What?
The page to change.
What the chain?
Terry and Melissa
Yeah.
comedy team now.
Yo, Terry and Melissa come. God damn, you can't be just. Give me a sheet of piece of paper and a pen. Like them old folks, give me a piece of pen and a paper.
I been told you, I said, nigga, you gotta change that name.
Okay, all right. Well, what's the name, Terry?
Terry and Melissa comedy team.
All right, Terry and Melissa Comedy Team. But as long as you find Terry and Melissa, you're going to find the motherfucking comedy team. So that's what it is, man. Episode 97. It's been a great one.
Thanks,
y'all
man,
make
for
sure
having
y'all
me.
put it on your platform. Tell other folks put it on their platform. And you already see it on the platforms you see it on. So just share it. I think it's been a great interview, man. We appreciate them coming in. They could have been anywhere else, but they chose to be here with us.
Yo,
So look, this
they-
is
Lot
what I
of info,
want
lot
y'all
of
to do.
Man, I'm
Dad
coming.
Ass, Melissa, hey, y'all look for them in the city near you soon, man. So, hey, episode 97, and we are out.
Dad ass, nigga.
Lord.
Bye.
Don't subscribe.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Enjoy y'all.
I ain't sat the last time I sat that long. I was on the Greyhound bus, nigga.
Ain't no doubt.
Thanks, man.
Ain't no doubt, man.
Appreciate it. What's happening? It's your boy Dad
So,
ass.
hey,
700.
y'all go
Oh,
check
yeah.
that info out, man.
That's right, that's